this respiratory disorders.
Could I just ask a question before we move on?
Yes, please.
You were just talking about how problems in the respiratory system may have their cause ultimately in the stomach or the heart. I'm just wondering if that's the case for all respiratory illnesses, because it seems sometimes, for example, in the case of someone who's smoking or exposed to some kind of toxins in the air, that the cause might not be directly related to the stomach or heart. So in that case, is it an exception, or is how can we understand?
No, it's not an exception actually. And I'm glad that you asked this question. So I would ask actually to group, because this is covered in module 5, in the process of disease, right? So I will ask if anyone from the group can answer to the question that you are just asking. An answer is there. First I want to hear from you. This was covered in module 5, the module on etiopathogenesis. Yes.
Could I try to answer my own question?
Yes, sure. That's why I didn't answer, because sometimes I knew that answer would be there.
So the first thing that comes to mind that you're thinking of is probably the pragyaparad.
Yes.
So that by our lack of knowledge about the, side effects or problems associated with those behaviors, we might be doing things unknowingly that are harmful to our health. So it begins ultimately with that, with wrong action from lack of knowledge or some bad habits. So at least that's a start point that I have.
Yes, good. So that brings in the question of, there are two kinds of cause. One is called nij, and another is called agantuj, and third one is manasik. So I will explain these terms, don't worry. So an agantuj means external, and nij means internal. So internal process exposes to external factors. And the factor that you are talking, smoking or smoke or pollution, these are external factors, right? There could be mansik, means mental. So there could be stress also contributing to this. So there is 3 broad categories. One is internal process, and another is external factors, and third is mental factors. Now, another important point that you just asked. So in the internal process, what are 4 different things that can happen sequentially or simultaneously? Can someone explain that? I know that there is a beautiful chart explaining the etiopathogenesis. So can someone explain? And that actually ties with your question, Marshall.
Was that regarding this balance of the Agni, doshas, dhatus, and what would be the other one?
Shrotas.
Shrotas. Okay.
Perfect. So now here is the answer of your question. So now, does anyone remember 6 stages of imbalance? So there is
accumulation, I think.
Yes, good.
Accumulation, then it goes out, it relocates. No, aggravation.
Aggravation.
Then relocation.
Dissemination.
Yeah, okay, it goes.
Or spread.
Okay, it starts moving out.
Yes.
Then it relocates, I think, in some place.
Yes.
And after that, it's...
After that, it's just the disease is growing.
Making you sick.
Yeah, so it is manifestation, and the last one is complication.
Complication.
Now, answer